Hello everyone, I am DeFudge3004. I'd like to welcome you to a game called Citadel Forged with Fire. This is on Steam. It was in early access. It came out of early access, I'm thinking November 19th, 2019, if I remember correctly. And yeah, it's a magic-based survival game, kind of survival, but there's a lot of magic in here, and it can be a multiplayer game. You can join a game here, and you can have the internet, your friends, of course, your favorites that you want to play on, the history, of course, and all this. And you can also make your own once you start up a game, and you can select all of these different things. I am not going to be doing this. I am actually going to go into custom games and custom game, I guess. There are settings, of course, credits, and of course quit the game, and I have the settings the way that I would like them. There are a few settings in here, so all the resolution, the VSync, etc., the audio, and all of this stuff. Here is the game, and I have all of this on here. Let's just go and turn that music all the way down for right now. Okay, so here's the game, and you can see all of this stuff. And here's the bindings. So it has, you know, how you have your keys set up and all of that stuff. I'm not really too worried about trying to get this set up right now. It looks like melee is down the button on the side or something is what it looks like, and that's fine. And then, of course, Xbox controls, I guess that's what that is. I don't use a controller, so I really don't know those controls that well. Let's go back to game, audio, and we'll just turn that up just a tiny little bit, like back up to where it was. Let's press accept. Then I'm going to go to custom game. Now I'm going to do this. Let's do DEFUJ3004. Let's do that. Okay, add password, put in your own password of whatever you want, and it really doesn't matter what the password is. I have mine set. I don't want PvP, even though there's not going to be anybody else on here but me. So player limit 1, that way nobody else can join on here. And then there's advanced settings. I have unlimited resources turned off, inventory weight restriction on to make it more realistic. Free fly mode off, that'd be like creative. And then all of these are the one-time skill things that I'm just going to leave as they are. Build restrictions are, no, let me see. Remove restrictions forward player can build. I actually think I want to put on the build restrictions. That way I can only build in certain places, so that way I can't build in other places. You'll see. I'll show you in a little bit. Throne decay, we'll learn about that in a little bit. Time of day lock and all of this stuff. Alright, and then here's the basics. So let's go to create game. Create world. Custom games require extra memory to run both client and server. So you're starting up a server just like some other games that you do. And yeah, it'll be on your computer. Performance may vary depending on the computer specs. Do you wish to continue creating your world? Yes. Alright, this is where we set up our character. So there's male and female, and of course I'm going to be female. You can't really turn the character to see what they look like, their head or anything, so you just kind of have to go by what they have. I'm going to keep this head, but I think, so there's this, and this, and I'm just going to go and keep this character. Then the hairstyles, there is shaved or pretty much. This one we just saw. This one, which is short hair, and then this one, which is fairly long. I think I'm going to go with this one. I like this one a lot. And like Ark, you can change the size of, you know, all of these things. Big jaw, small jaw, whatever you want. And neck length, you can give them like a tall neck or a really short neck. Let's just go ahead and give it about 15 like it was. And then, of course, the head size, extra large or extra small. We're just going to go ahead and do a 50, just like it was. Then you have the body, and let's go ahead and just leave all this stuff just like it is. I'm just going to have this person be just like they are. And let's go ahead and do this, and let's name ourselves Esmeralda. I like that name. I think it's a pretty name. And then we're going to create the character. Now let's look at the colors. So I'm going to have that there for the skin colors. You can have any color that you want. You can see all these other colors in here. But I think I'm going to do with that one right there. It's a little darker. It isn't like as dark as that. And that's more of an orange. And I don't want an orange or a white. I'd much rather have that slightly darker. Hair color, black. And then the nail colors, I like this color right here. You can have it natural color if you want to, which is that one there. I'm going to make mine there. That way it kind of looks cool. Eye color, blue. Now, let's go and create the character, and we'll get into this. Confirm, yes. Now, when you start, there are going to be these areas here. These are safe zones. So there's Rain Court and East Reach, and then the middle zone is Heathcliff. This is what we're going to start at. Heathcliff not being the cat, but the actual name of this. If any of you have read the Heathcliff comics or seen the cartoon. So we're going to spawn in this one. Let's go and make this our spawn location, and here we go. All right. Welcome everybody to Citadel Forged with Fire. We are literally forged out of this fire. We are made by this fire, born here. This is a magic-based game, and we're going to go over some of the controls a little bit. So there's A, D, W, S, Shift, and there is no crouch that I know of. But if you want to go into your inventory, tab will take you to third person. You can either press I or you can press C. Either one, that will work out just fine. So this is our inventory right here, and this is what our person could have on them. And I'm not too sure about this down here. I haven't quite figured that out yet, but I'll be doing some research on that. This is our carrying capacity, damage, mana, and health, and we gain levels as we go. As you can see, we're level 1. We have to have 300 points to get to the next level. This is our bag, which is our inventory, and then the bag is broke down into weapons and clothing and trinkets, and it says right up here, so you can see weapons, armor, clothing, armor, trinkets, consumables, which is food and or potions, and then reagents, so we can like build stuff and all that different kind of stuff there. Next, we have our spell book. So there's 2 spells on this side, 2 spells on this side. Put something in here like a weapon or a tool or whatever, and then we can have possibly 2 weapons or 2 spells on it, and then we can add things to here. We'll get into that a little bit later. This is our crafting menu, and as you can see, a lot of things require a forge or different things like that, and this is just under I believe everything, reagents. So under the consumables, you can see the fire pit and different things, cauldron. Under the weapons, we don't have anything in there. Under hats, of course, there's nothing in there. And shirts, pants, boots, and then trinkets. So here requires a forge. We can't make that because we don't have any of this stuff. Under here, under cloth, it tells you what you will need for each thing, plus if there's a device needed for anything. So we have that, and if you, of course, open something up, you can just click on it again to close it. Now, this right here is our journal. This is our tree, our knowledge tree. So we have stuff over here, this melee, gauntlets, wands, staff. So our weapons, our armor's here. You can see right down here at the bottom. And cloth, leather, wild, iron, social, and then trinkets are rings, bracelets, necklaces, and amulets. And then down here we have our cooking, which levels of cooking, consumables, and then we have our flight over here. So we can actually use broomsticks and stuff like that to fly. It is a magic type game. We are a wizard. You'll see that in a little bit. And then here is our architecture and hermetics, whatever that is. I'm not too sure yet. Power, utility, alchemy, and crafting. This is all of our knowledge trees. So once we can start making stuff, we will. This is players online, all of our social stuff. I'm not really too worried about any of this stuff. And then these are our tamed animals, up to 4 as far as I know. All right, so we got that done, and we can do that, or press C or I again. Now we can pick up a lot of this stuff down here, but remember with your weight, we can only carry 4, and each thing weighs a little bit, and we just need to be really careful until we can get some weight. This is our castle area that we are at, and it is daytime, so that's good. Normally I spawn in the night for whatever reason, but I spawn in the daytime. That's good, that's good. These are things we can pick up. These are plants. We'll go into that in a little bit. These are tutorial things. We'll go into that after a little bit. So down here, where we are born, I have auto run on instead of walk, so when I press shift, I walk. There is somebody down here. This is a quest tutorial person. This is Speak with Cordelia tutorial quest. Let's go ahead and press E, and you can tell when she has a quest because she'll have the exclamation point. Let's press E. Welcome to the land of Ignis, my friend. Lately we have noticed various individuals emerging from this and other caves, seemingly forged by the fire of God's blood. The God King is said to summon heroes when Ignis is in need, so myself and some friends are here to help guide these individuals through the first few steps. Ignis is full of resources that can be crafted into useful items. I will give you some yellow pine, a plant native to these southern forests, which you can craft into cloth. Open your crafting menu and create 5 cloth. So she's going to do that, and all we have to do is either decline or accept, and this is our reward. We'll get a woodland cloth hat, 5 rune crystals, and 5 cloth. Let's go ahead and accept this. And this tells you down here, our health right here and our mana over here. We'll go into that after just a little bit. And apparently, like, we have stuff we can put down here, but I'm not too sure exactly all that stuff yet. I haven't got that far in the game. Okay, once we do that, there's nothing above our head. So what we have to do is go to C or I. And we have this stuff here, this yellow pine that she promised to give us. She did. Let's go into our crafting menu, and up here we have cloth. Now we have 10 of these. It takes 2 to make 1 cloth, so let's go ahead and hit the plus to make all 5. Craft these. This is our crafting thing right here that shows how our crafting is going. You do not have to be in here to do that. Alternately, you can hit escape to get out of the crafting menu or any menu. Once these 5 are done, it says there's 3, 2, so it counts backwards from 5. 1, last one coming up, and you can see also that our experience points have gone up by 75. Okay, good. Now she has a question mark above her head. Speak with Cordelia. Let's go see about this quest. Excellently done. I have a feeling you'll be crafting many items while in Ignis, each more valuable and complex than the last. Everyone has a knowledge menu where one can learn to craft various arms and armor, items to restore health and mana, the ability to construct grand castles, or even devices with which to fly. You gave me enough cloth to craft a woodland cloth hat, so I'll give you mine. I'll also give you some bonus cloth and rune crystals should you wish to learn and craft the hats yourself, which I highly recommend. Be sure to open your inventory and put it on. All clothing provides a certain amount of armor, which is of the utmost importance in keeping yourself safe. Once we're done, press complete. Alright, so we got that stuff. Let's press C. The hat is automatically put on, so this is our Esmeralda, and this is the stuff in our inventory. Now that we have that, we can sort it, drop it, whatever we want to. As you can see, we can do all this. We can put stuff over here on us and stuff where we don't need to right now. Let's go in and speak with her again, because it has the exclamation point. Speak with Cordelia. It was wise of you to speak with me again. You must have much to learn. The world outside the safe, shielded area can be very dangerous if one is underprepared. We'll talk about that in just a minute. You may find yourself in need of health or mana, struggling to survive. The crafting menu is again helpful in these circumstances, as one is able to create various edible recipes that can help maintain health and mana levels. I'll provide you with the ingredients. Open your crafting menu to the consumables section, the one with the bottle icon, and create a salad. So fresh berry salad, 100 experience points we'll get if we accept it. If we don't, we decline it and whatever. So 1 fresh berry salad craft is what we need to do. Accept. C. Let's make the berry salad. So let's go into here Let's go down to here. And fresh berry salad right here. She gave us just enough stuff, as you can see right here. Let's go ahead and craft that. Now that's being made, and you can see that now we have 175 points. So we're halfway there, and now we have 195 points. Once that is done, let's go back to here. Now this is going to be over here on this side. We do not want it here, because if we do, let me show you what happens. Speak with Cordelia, so let's do this. So let's go ahead and press complete. Okay. Well, she still has a question mark, so what's going on here? If this is in our inventory, if you watch when I speak over here, where my mouse is right now underneath the food for thought, if I press complete, please unequip any quest items. So, this is a quest item. Let's put that in our inventory now. Let's go back to C. E, and let's press complete. That looks quite tasty. I always keep several around in case of emergencies, and I will give you a few. You can consume them from your inventory or equip them to yourself for faster access during dire situations. So we'll get 5 of these and 100 experience. Okay, we got that done. I was playing this earlier, and I was having a heck of a time trying to figure out how to get past that. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. I was like, what's going on here? I knew you could get other stuff, but I could not figure out how I could get past that. And then I was trying it again, and I noticed that's what that said, and that's actually something good. Now, I am doing these to get points, because we're going to need weight points, because when we go out, you can see this glowing right here. Once you get past here, this is our safe zone. Once we get out of here and we go past this safe zone wall, we're not going to be safe anymore. We can come into here anytime and do whatever, but we will not be safe once we go past where that glowing is. You can see it right there. So it's actually not too far outside the castle walls. You can see this line on the wall. Once we start getting close, it opens up like a portal, so we can go through here. Once we cross this line, we are now outside of the safe zone, which means any creatures that are attacking us can out here. Once we come inside here, nothing will hurt us. Even if they do come in here, they will not attack us at all, and people are not allowed to hurt each other in here. So if you're on a server, you will be safe in here. Problem is, if they have a set to where you can't build in here, you can't build in here. Now, these are 2 pools. This one's red. In the daytime, you can see it a lot easier, but you can see the red floaties coming off of here. And this is a mana pool. You can see the blue floaties coming off. So that will heal up our blue, the mana, on the lower middle left. And this one will do the health on the lower right. This one is on the lower left, the health. Just keep getting my left and right confused. So that's where you can recharge those, or alternately, you can also take these salads and eat them. And if you look at them, it says 5 health, 25 mana. Consuming will add fresh buff of +1 mana regen for 30 seconds. Place in a creature storage to increase loyalty time by 20 minutes. Once you have a creature tamed, they will only be tamed for a certain amount of time, and you have to keep putting stuff in them to keep them tamed for as long as you want to keep them tamed. Let's go and do a couple of more quests in here, because we're almost at the next level 2. So we don't have any points yet, because if we come into here, our knowledge tree, I mean, we have 0 points. And that's not what we want. Alright, let's go talk to Cordelia. So she has exclamation. Alright, the next topic we should cover is weaponry. Ignis is a dangerous place. Evil lurks in many places. In addition to combat, weapons can be found with magic spells that serve other personal survival functions. For now, you should be familiar with the resources required to create basic weapons and where to find them. Caves, such as the one you emerged from, contain rune crystals, sticks, and small stones that can be picked up by hand. If the cave is empty, have no fear. Resources in Ignis regenerate automatically, and the ones in the cave quite quickly. Should you feel impatient or brave, the forest floor often contains those 3 resources as well. Gather some wood, stone, and rune crystals to become more familiar with them. 1 rune crystal, 4 wood, 2 stone. So let's go ahead and 150 experience points. Let's accept this. So we need 1 of these. Okay, we're now level 2. Let's go and pick up 4 wood, I believe. 1, 2, 3. And that's what the sticks look like, or the wood in this case. 4. And there's also bigger pieces, and I'll show you that after a while. These are sticks. I think we need 2 of these. And let's go back to her and see. So she has a question mark again. Alright, 4 wood, 2 stones. I think we have everything that we need. You have done well to find and acquire these resources. I shall provide you with the Stonehead Axe, the most basic of weapons found in Ignis. It is equipped in the same manner as clothing and salads. It can be used to manually chop at many resources like trees and medium-sized rocks, or infused with magical spells, which we should cover right away. So let's go ahead and complete this. Alright, now we got that. Let's go back to our inventory. Okay, but we have to put something in here. We can do health, damage, mana, or carrying capacity. I'm going to do carrying capacity because in my previous game I kept running out of room. And even though this was not full, I could only carry that 5 weights. So now I have, it was 4 weights that time. Now I have 5, but I did a bunch of other stuff and that's not the best. Also, we now have points in here, but I'd like to get this up a few levels before we go messing around with that. Alright, in our inventory we now have a Stonehead Axe. We can put this Stonehead Axe right there. And now we have a weapon in our hands. And of course we can always take that out too and just have it in our inventory for right now. Let's go speak with her again. Okay, this lesson will be one of magic. Of course, one is always welcome to hack creatures like barbarians, but is often far more convenient to leverage the spells at one's disposal. Similar to the crafting menu, everyone has access to a spell crafting menu or spell book. Ensure you have a weapon equipped before entering that menu and observe the purple hue on the right. The purple hue represents arcane magic, which is always available for creating spells. You will see 4 icons representing magic schools. Try selecting the one representing self. Once selected, pick a glowing slot either side of your weapon icon on the bottom right and select craft spell. Once the spell haste has been created, test it out and return to me, and we'll get nature's essence and 150 experience points. So craft the haste spell, use the haste spell. So what she means by that is, let's go to I, we take this, we put this in here, okay? Let's go up to here. So this is our arcane essence. This is the purple thing she was talking about. Now, these are the magic schools, and these are the 4 things. So there's Arcane Storm, 3 to 7 damage per second, and Arcane Blast, 3 to damage. So that's per second. This is just 3 to 7 damage. This is haste, and this is Arcane Step. Teleports you back to the point of chasing after a short delay. So if you don't want to chase something, you can just go right back to it. Okay, let's click on that. And that's going to be over here. So, choose slot. That should be on number 1, I think. Okay. So that should be this one here. And I think we're going to craft the haste. Okay, there's haste. Once we have that, then if we right click, now we run faster. And it's also going to wear down our magic. You can see our magic is going down, but we got in the pool, it went back up. If we do that again, okay, we have a cooldown now. Let's try that again. Still on cooldown. We could probably take that off. Now we're running again. And you can see our magic is going down. It's already down to 76. Let's stop. Okay. Now, let's go find those pools. This is the health pool. And since we didn't take any damage, it isn't going to do anything there. let's go find that mana pool, which is this right here. You see our mana is already coming up, but if we come in here, it fills it up really fast. Alright, so now we did that. We now have this guy enchanted, and we can always take off that enchantment at any time that we want to. So we have that done. Now let's go back to her, and let's press E. Alright, a thrilling display, and very helpful for evading enemies. It is worth noting the spells can be crafted over top of existing spells. One does not need a weapon with empty slots. There is also an additional melee binding which can be effectively used as a third spell, but non-magical melee strikes will damage the weapon with each use. Haste was created using arcane essence, but there are many other types of essences that can be found around Ignis. They are generally represented as bright glowing orbs rooted to the surface they grow over. I will provide you with the nature's essence, and our next lesson will cover a more advanced but extremely useful spell. Alright, let's go and complete this. Let's go see. Okay, we're almost ready to go up to the next spell. We only need like what, 35 more points. But you can see our weight is 2.5, and we can actually take this off now. And let's go back out here. Before we get too far into here, I want to go show you guys something here real quick that we need to do, because if not, we're going to forget and we're going to get busy. And let's come up here. I have watched a few videos on this game trying to learn it a little bit, things I didn't know about. My friend played this game and he really liked it a lot, and he showed me quite a few things with it. This right here is something that we do need to do. So, unlock fast travel. Of course we can go in this, it's not going to hurt us. So once we do this, that opens that up. Now what that means is there is a map that we can go to fast travel to other areas. Press M to go to your map. And because we went outside the safe walls, now we have all of these things open up here, and you can just left click and then hold it, and you can move all around. And here's that East Ring Court, and then East Reach. So obviously that's east. There's going to be other areas we can go to spawn to and stuff. Enemy camps. This is the Heathcliff. This is a travel portal. Anything that looks like the castle walls or whatever is going to be the portals, but you have to go open them up. I think that's the one here. It should be. Yes, Heathcliff travel portal. There are going to be other ones out here that we can go to, and these are quests that we can do and different things like that. So that's all really cool. Caves and other things. Just thought I'd show you guys that real quick. Let's head back down there and let's go talk to her again. One nice thing too is when you jump, you'll have a swooshing sound, which is something means that you cannot fall with you won't get hurt when you fall too far. Heard that kind of wind sound there? That's slowing you down, because remember we are wizards. So you can fall long distances, but you can't fall forever. You will take damage if you fall too far. Alright, let's go do this last mission before we end this, and then we will go outside of these walls probably in the next episode and start doing some real exploring. Craft the extract spell. Here's an additional nature's essence in case you lost the last one I provided. These can be obtained around green acid pools and look like bright green orbs. Check your map to see where these acid pools exist. I will get you to craft an important spell using nature's essence. Equip any weapon and open your spell book. Apply the nature's essence to the colored essence area and it should glow green. Select the utility magic school and pick a slot beside your weapon icon to bind the spell to. Craft the spell and you now have a magical resource extraction beam. So she's going to give me Solomon's Wand and one light essence, and she's giving me already a light essence. Alright, so once I do that, then that question mark will show back up. Let's go to C. She has given me another nature's essence. Let's equip it, and then we'll go to here. So it's in there. Then let's take one of these essences. Put that in there. And now we have some other things that we can do. She wants me to do the extract. I do believe that's what that is. Choose this slot. Alright, let's take this. Okay, I see. There we go. Had to just right and left click on that slot to do that. Got the spell. Alright. Now she wants us to... Okay, we got that on there. Let's go see. The extract spell is widely considered one of the greatest magical discoveries in the history of Ignis. If you have extract equipped to your current weapon and enough mana to cast a spell, you need only to approach a tree, rock, or other medium-sized resource. Take aim directly at it, begin casting, and hold your beam to magically receive resources from the targeted object. Here's an extra wand I have. You will notice the different types of equipped weapons provide different combinations of magic schools for spellcrafting. However, every weapon accepts the self and utility schools. Feel free to experiment, especially with the purple arcane spells, to find the weapon and spell types that are most effective for you. Alright, so now let's go ahead and do some more carrying capacity to help ourselves out. That way we have 6. Here is the wand. We can also put this here. So now we can just switch through. You scroll and now we have a wand. It doesn't have anything on it. We're just going to jab people in the eye or something like that. So, you know, don't walk around with wands out, kids. Alright, we will continue this with this quest going on, try to get this stuff done, and then we will move out and start doing stuff out there as soon as we can. But let's finish these quest things in the next episode. There's only a few more left, and if I remember correctly from what I have seen, under here, where is it? Weapons. Doggone it. Under here. We're not going to get the gauntlets, but I do believe that we will be receiving a staff. Once this one's done, then I believe that we are let out and we can go and do our things. So we'll worry about doing these points, allocating these to what we want underneath these things here. And you can see we've opened up quite a few things, and we'll go over all of this stuff the next time that we are here. I am Defudge 3004. This is Citadel Forged with Fire. We have a few more missions to do before we're going to be heading out, so hang in with me there, and then we will begin getting some real experience done. And we're going to go out there and we'll begin pulling some magic from some things, and I'll show you that the next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you would, please. And we'll talk to you guys next time, and then we'll speak to Cordelia, get this done, and head out. You guys have a great day. See you next time. Bye-bye.